Goodness gracious me, 14,000 sold. You know why? It's because it's an HP 15-inch touchscreen with a DVD writer, 8 gigs of RAM, solid state drive, HP True Vision, HD camera for work or for play. It's powered by Intel Pentium Gold, and with that solid state drive, we're into the future with lighter and faster, better battery life. We're gonna love these colors, a couple of which are exclusive to us today. The Jasmine Blue, the Sage are two of them. This is for every single person that is looking for the best value, best bargain, best deal, highest specs, folks. This is our Better Than Black Friday offer that we launched officially at midnight. We did a sneak peek pre-sale of it about 24 hours ago, and it is so far the biggest selling, fastest selling today's special of 2020. Now, are we surprised? We designed it to be that. We brought the price down so low because we wanted to make sure that anybody that saw it, any one of our regular viewers for the past 45 years, or anybody that's just casually channel surfing, would look at this, look at that, look at these and say, I gotta get that for my son at school, for my daughter who's home learning, for college, for work, because I'm fed up of the challenging experience I have every day. I'm fed up with the bugs, I'm fed up with the freezing, I'm fed up with the crashing, I'm fed up with the bad battery life. I hate that my laptop is too heavy. I hate that my laptop is not a touch screen. Everything else is touch, my tablet's touch, my phone's touch, but what about my laptop? Now you're getting the best of everything for the last opportunity of the year, the biggest value of the year. So let me quickly, give you a very brief overview. We're gonna show you and show off why solid state drive is so much better than what we've got now. We're gonna boast about Intel Pentium Gold, because it's worth boasting about and bragging about. We're gonna get excited about all the new features that are in here, and we're also really gonna be excited to share with you that we are bundling in, because it's our Better Than Black Friday deal, a year of Office 365. And what does that mean? It means all the programs that we always use, the likes of Word and the likes of Excel and PowerPoint, they're included, folks. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, they're included, so you get them. You don't need to pay extra. You don't need to spend more, they're included. We're also going to include 3 years, not 1 or 2, but 3 years of premium technical support. And in the stores, when you add that into your purchase, you can spend easy a couple $100. We'll include all of it for the lowest price of the year at $479.99. 5 flex pay. Anybody with any credit or debit card can take us up on the flex pay offer. It's not financing fees or joining a club or anything. Anybody watching with any major credit or debit card can get this laptop delivered right now for $96 plus tax. We'll even pay the shipping and handling. When you break it down and you add the pricing of the laptop, you add the pricing of the Office 365, you add the pricing of the Total Tech Premium support, and every single other premium edition that we've put in there, it's $1,098.76. Our price is $479. The only thing I wanna do is really highlight the colors. I think that's the biggest challenge today, is what color you would like. Let's start at the back. We have the silver. Nice and easy, beautiful silver, looks classy and clean and modern, that's for sure. Okay, next option is gonna be gold. This is that classic gold, which everybody always loves. This is the rose gold. Rose gold, extremely popular today, that's for sure. And I'll take these out bit by bit throughout the show so you can see them in all the glory. The two that I really want to focus in on, though, are these two down front, because they are the most popular. They're both exclusive. One is Jasmine Blue and one is Sage. Jasmine Blue and Sage. You can't buy them anywhere else, only with us, and I want to show you the inside. Let's start with the blue. The blue has this beautiful design. The silver gold and rose gold all have a silverish color on the interior. The Jasmine Blue has this beautiful blue with these striations. I mean, it really looks, as I would say, the bee's knees. It looks really, really nice. The other option that's clearly blazing a trail today, oh look, there's Mr. Aaron Berger. Hello, Aaron. Sorry. We also have the Sage that's really special. The Sage has the terrazzo on the inside. We've never done that before. Is it terrazzo or terrazzo? It's terrazzo, isn't it? I'm forgetting how to speak. There's the terrazzo on the inside. That looks really fandangled and fantastic, so we love that one as well. With that in mind, that was a sneak peek of our expert, our electronics guru, HP ambassador for a decade or more, Mr. Aaron Berger. Come on, spill the beans. How good a deal is this?
It's good. It's really good. It's going to be hard to ever beat a deal quite like this. So you guys know, and I think Adam has said it, but I want to be clear. This is the final 15-inch Today Special of the year. Not only is it the final 15-inch Today Special of the year, the other we do have other Today Special Computer Today Specials. They will all be smaller. So this is the largest Today Special for the rest of the year. Now, one thing both Adam and I know, we've both been here nearly 15 years. Nobody ever says, I wish I'd bought a smaller screen. Nobody ever says it, ever, ever, ever. Why? Well, none of our eyes are getting any better. So you want a screen that's easy to read. You want a screen on which you can pinch and zoom and read everything, even the small print. This is that screen. The 15-inch screen is the #1 selling size in the country. So you're buying that Goldilocks, that most preferred, that ideal size when you buy the 15-inch screen. So again, there's two ways to say it. This is the final 15-inch screen for the year. Any other screen that we do as a Today Special, I should say, will be a smaller screen. There are no larger screens coming in Today Specials. There's one other little thing that this is sort of, it's not little, important thing to know, and that is any other Today Specials we do between now and the end of the year will not have optical drives. So, you know, Adam, when I think full computer and full computer power, one of the things I think is it should have an optical drive. If this is going to replace my desktop, this should have an optical drive. It should be able to do anything. I should be able to play movies. I should be able to listen to music. I should be able to burn data. I should be able to do all of those things. And with this computer, indeed, you can.
I mean, Aaron, it's the must, right? We were talking a little bit about how this year has changed everything, and we've never relied on technology as much as we're doing right now. If ever there was a year to invest in a new laptop, it would be this year, because we're gonna benefit the most from it. Again, not a luxury, but a necessity. Our kids really are gonna benefit if they're homeschooling. We're gonna really benefit if we're working from home. Now we've got the power, the performance, the capacity, the battery life, and everything else to go with it that puts us at our best. So all year long, we build to this moment. We build to our Better Than Black Friday offer on a 15-inch touchscreen, and it's right here. Is there a better laptop offer coming? No. So I want you to buy with absolute confidence. As we sit chatting, already an additional 400 people have ordered in this hour, and we've only been talking about it for 5 minutes. We were supposed to have the full hour, actually, Aaron and I, and they reduced it. They reduced it down to only 40 minutes. And the only reason is that as we approach 14 or 15,000 sold, we're even ahead of where we expected to be. The majority of our sales are coming in those two colors, the jasmine blue and the sage. So if you're leaning towards the blue or the sage, I would certainly place your order earlier rather than later. I think you'll benefit, because then you get the one that you want, and I don't want you to have to get second best. You should have the one that you want the most. We are getting questions about VIP financing, so I'll quickly address that. If you have an HSN credit card, we're offering 12 months VIP financing that brings the price to $39.99 a month. Again, no interest as long as the balance is paid in full. If you'd like to apply for one, of course, we'd love to have you on board. It's 1-800-695-1418. But please know that this is, I think it's fair to say, Aaron, not that we don't love our job every day, but we really love today. I mean, this is, you and I could just sit and talk about the weather, talk about anything and everything, the beautiful Christmas decorations that you've got. I mean, you and I both know that this would sell like just crazy town, because at $479, to get the 3 years of technical support valued at $300, to get Office 365 with Word and Excel and all the other ones valued at $69, and then to get a laptop with all these features, you just can't find it.
Yeah, the extras by themselves, really, you know, that Adam just pointed out. I think 3 years of tech support is a huge thing to get. And let me just sort of draw a little thought for you here. If I had said a year ago, okay, tell me what November 2020 will look like, what fall 2020 will look like. Nobody, not one of you out there, none of us would have got that right a year ago, yeah? So now, what if I ask you, tell me what November 2021 or November 22 or November 2023 is going to look like? We don't know. We never know what's coming. But here's what we do know. We know that as new things pop up, like they always do, certainly they always, pop up in technology, that as things change, there's a team of people. You can make a toll-free call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And any question you have will be answered, whether it's something simple, something you can anticipate, like, oh, I got a new printer, I have a question about hooking it up. Or, oh, I want to know how I move files from my old computer to my new computer. Or, oh, I want to know the best way to protect my computer. That would be our Display Only Viper Advanced Security. Or whether it's something you've never heard of before. You know, none of us had heard of a Zoom call a couple years ago. Certainly a couple years ago, a couple of months ago, probably before February or March, you had never heard of it. None of us anticipated having to send our kids to school virtually. So whatever questions or issues or opportunities present themselves over the next 3 years, you'll be able to fully take advantage of them because of the tech support that's included. I'd also like to take just a minute to talk about the 3 big brands. What do I mean by the 3 big brands? Well, this is a computer loaded with only number ones. The number 1 computer manufacturer in America is HP. You know, I always say it's nice to walk into the shop and go, yeah, what's the top seller? What's the best? What's the number 1? I'll pick one of those. Put one of those in my bag. Thank you very much. Have a good day. That's kind of what you're able to do today. HP is the number 1 selling computer brand in America. There are certain things that I think brand isn't that important. You know, the little penguin decoration behind me. I don't know what brand that is. I don't really think it matters. I think it's just a kind of a penguin staring off, looking like a penguin.
Lovely.
When it comes to a computer, to something that you use all day, every day, I think the brand can be very important. You know, we know that HP uses higher quality, reliable parts. You're going to have it for a long, long time and love it for a long, long time. So that's the first thing. HP is also the number 1 selling brand across everything we sell. All the great beauty, fashion, jewelry, cooking, health, home. We have all these great categories. We sell more HP than any other single brand at HSN. So they do things for us that they do for no one else, like help us to include 3 years of total tech support, like help us to include Microsoft Office for a year, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. So that's our first number 1. Our next really big number 1, this right here is Intel Inside. The Intel chimes are familiar to most of us. Intel is the number 1 processor company in the entire world. So you're getting a company that many people, when they buy a computer, especially tech people, will only buy an Intel processor. This is Intel Pentium Gold. The Intel Pentium Gold is about 51% faster when you're online than previous versions of the Pentium processor. Pentium processor is what many of us aspire to. It's an aspirational brand and an aspirational category within the Intel brand. With Intel Pentium Gold, you're having your faster surfing, your faster web browsing, faster streaming. All the things you do online are so much faster. I also want to point out, there we go. You can see my screen better there. This screen, just to kind of show you guys something. This is totally a sidebar, but I just thought of it. I want to show it to you. So I have the screen brightness turned way down on my screen. You see how bright that screen actually is?
Yeah.
When the problem is when I turn that screen up bright, everything else around me goes dark because of the iris on the camera that I'm using to broadcast. But I just want you to know the brightness of that screen. Sometimes I get an angle here that makes it look a little not as bright as it is in real life. And I just want you guys to know this screen brightness is out of this world. Okay, so those are the first 2 number 1s. HP is the number 1 computer manufacturer in America. Intel is the number 1 processor brand in the world. And then the third number 1 is, of course, the operating system. This is Windows 10. It's the latest version of the Windows operating system. Cortana is built in, so you can ask the computer questions. You can talk to your computer. You can write and draw on this computer because it's a touch screen. That's a really nice thing. You don't, even if you get documents in that you have to sign, you don't have to print them anymore. You can sign them right on the screen and send back. And then one of my favorite things is the Windows Store, which is right here. The Windows Store means all the apps and the movies and the music and the games and the programs, any of those things that you want, Adam, you now have a dedicated, safe place to go get those, much in the way that you do with your tablet or with your smartphone. It's just that it's within the Windows platform. So again, you know that it's a safe place and you know that everything's at your fingertips.
Mr. Aaron Berger, I know you're not able to see this, but we are really, really thrilled and excited to see the response. The team, Aaron, HP, HSN have worked for a year to make this a reality for our Better Than Black Friday deal. It had to be good. It's got to be good. There can't be a normal offer. This has got to be one of those, okay, it's how much? And you get this and that and this. and your voice gets higher with every single thing. Yeah, it's all of those things, which is why we're taking orders right now from hundreds and hundreds of people. So let me give you an update. If you want the best-selling Jasmine Blue, we started with well over 9,000 of the Jasmine Blue. We're about to fall under 2,000, okay? So if you want the Jasmine Blue, this is a perhaps last chance opportunity. It depends which way the cookie crumbles, but the Jasmine Blue is certainly selling very quickly. I want to remind you, on the inside of that blue is a beautiful design. It's color coordinated. The keys are blue. The surround is blue. It's got these striations. It's gorgeous, and it's exclusive. You can't walk into a retailer in America today and ask them for Jasmine Blue. They don't have it. Only we have it, and that means only you'll have it. The other one that I do want to draw your attention to, of course, is the Sage. It's been extremely popular. It's the first time I've ever seen us offer any type of Sage laptop, but it's a fresh Sage, a Spa Sage. On the inside is this wonderful terrazzo finish that looks just so high-end, so distinctive, so different. So if you want to order that one, I encourage you to do so as well. We've taken a lot of calls on that. Aaron said it, and you can't say it enough. It comes with Office 365. It's a $70 value. It's Word and Excel and PowerPoint, all the programs that we typically use. If you've got a computer right now that is old or slower or heavy, battery life is bad, you put it up against this and you say, well, this is a 12-hour battery life. This has a touch screen. It weighs 4 pounds, 4 pounds. The industry standard is nearly 6. It has a CD DVD drive while most laptops don't. It has the features that you need because it's solid state drive to give you that instant on. So you're not waiting for it to boot up, to warm up as it were. This is instant on when you need it to be there for you. So then you got to go to the price. How good is this price? It is our lowest price of the year. There is no better offer coming up. On a 15-inch touchscreen with these specs, there is no offer coming up that even matches this, rivals this. It's $479, it's free shipping, it's 5 flex pay. If you're ordering, I want to give you that extra peace of mind as well. If you're thinking, well, what if there's a better deal, I find another store? What if I get a Black Friday message that says, oh, we've got a laptop at X amount? When you buy this from us, you have a return policy that lasts November, December, and January. So when you buy it today, you're locking in our best deal. But if you're still thinking, well, what if I find better? That's okay. I'm always on the lookout for the big deals. I like to think of myself as a coupon monster. I love the best values. If you find anything better, or you decide you don't want it, you have till January 31st of 2021 to return it to us. So buy with confidence. You are safe and secure no matter what happens. I can tell you only one thing on our side, on our part. Home Shopping Network, HSN, the world's first shopping channel, started 45 years ago, has no better offer coming up. This is the better than Black Friday deal. So when you add the regular price of the laptop, when you add in Office, when you add in 3 years of Total Tech Premium support, $529, $70, $300, and all these extra bonuses that we've got, you get to a grand total of nearly $1,100. Our price is magnificent. 3 other colors I want to quickly draw your attention to are going to be the silver, the gold, and the rose gold. It's not that I'm not showing love to these 3 because they are popular, especially the rose gold, but certainly the sage and the jasmine blue are the most popular. I'd love to take this moment to say 2 quick things and ask Aaron about one of them. This is the Envy printer that I purchased a few months ago, so I can speak to this quite fluently. I love it. I have 85 left for the entire day, okay? 85. If you're looking for a makeover in the world of home printing technology, this is a scanner, this is your photocopier, this gives you an all-in-one beautiful body and design. It's $129.99, 5 flexible payments. It's fabulous. It was just released this year. I won't mention it again because there are only 85 left, but if you're printing a lot at home, if the kids are printing, if you want to print great pictures or photos, or you're printing at home because of work, that's a great printer to add on to your purchase. The thing I do want to ask Aaron about is our this day only, because we're doing special pricing until midnight on Viper. And whether you're buying this laptop or any laptop or computer, whether it's PC or Mac, we recommend this. Aaron, why is Viper so good, so special, so important?
Viper has artificial intelligence and machine learning built into it, and that is what really sets it apart. It is the only antivirus with which I'm familiar that gets better as the viruses and the spyware and the ransomware and the malware get better. So here's how it works. You take this little stick, you plug it into your computer, and you let it load. Once it's loaded, you remove it. You never think about it again. It's done. It's not on your mind. You're not updating it. It literally does well, you can go in and manually do things, but if you're like me, it's kind of a set it and forget it sort of thing. So this protects 8 computers, like Adam said, PC and or Mac. A lot of families are blended technology families. They use Mac and they use PC. You use both. That's great. It will protect each of those computers for 5 years. So that's, if you do the math there, that's 40 years of computer protection. Again, protecting against viruses, spyware, malware, ransomware, worms, Trojans, you name it, you're protected against all of those things. I've been fortunate to sell technology at HSN for a long time. I have long said that certainly one of the very most important products we offer is Viper, because it protects you and your family and all of the sensitive information you keep on your computer.
You can certainly find more online at hsn.com. Obviously, the deal today is just until midnight, so it makes a lot of sense to grab it. And again, try it. And that's the one-time purchase. You'll never have to buy virus security ever again for your computer. So we're going to dive in for our final 15 minutes. Again, I apologize. This was supposed to be an hour-long presentation, but they trimmed down the timing because we are getting a little limited now in some of our colors, with 15,000 sold of our biggest laptop offer of the year. The last chance to get a 15-inch all singing and all dancing. Aaron, you had started on that journey. You said the #1 brand in HP. You talk about Intel, Pentium Gold, and you also mentioned solid state drive. For many of us, this will be the first computer we've ever owned with a solid state drive. Why is that better?
You will thank us for that. I promise you guys, you will thank us for leading you in the direction of a solid state drive. So I'm going to spend a minute sort of explaining this. If you look at our list over here, if you go down our description of the computer, we talked about the 15-inch touchscreen, talked a little bit about the Intel Pentium that's about 51% faster than previous versions of the Intel processor. This is Intel Pentium Gold. We just didn't have enough room in our graphics to write the word gold. We will talk about 8 gigabytes of RAM in a little bit, but do you see where it says 256 SSD? So that's 256 gigabytes of solid state drive. Let me first tell you what we had before solid state drive. We had something called HDD, hard disk drive. And a hard disk drive was a component inside your computer that turned, that spun when you retrieved information or when you wrote information to it. So when you were saving a movie, or you were saving music, or you were saving a document, or whatever you were doing, that's where the storage of your computer was. And again, it moved. And because it moved, like anything that has movement creates friction. Right. Friction creates heat. So your computer would often get hot on the bottom. You could feel it when it would start and when it would stop. And also you would hear a buzzing noise that was a fan. There had to be a little fan in there to cool that unit down so the entire computer didn't overheat. Well, that's gone. That's been taken out of the computer entirely. I don't want you to confuse that with something that is certainly in this computer, which is the optical drive. Your optical drive is still here. So your optical drive means you can watch a movie, you can listen to music, you can burn information, you can store information, you can play information. That's all still available to you. Optical drive is still there, but the hard disk drive is in its place. That SSD, solid state drive, is there instead. So the solid state drive is a place where information is still stored, but without any movement. It makes your computer lighter, quieter, and faster. You know, this computer only weighs about 4 pounds. Right. It has a 12-hour battery life, and those things are largely thanks to the solid state drive, because we don't have to overcome inertia every time we want information. We don't have to start moving something from a point of status to store information, or to write information, or to retrieve information. The computer is therefore lighter, quieter, faster. It loads more quickly. It multitasks much faster. Again, it weighs only 4 pounds, but still has a 12-hour battery life. So that, Adam, is a pretty long explanation, but it's a pretty complete explanation as well of why a solid state drive is so much better.
Very thorough, my friend, and we appreciate it. We do. But it's great guidance, it's great information, so we can make a great choice and a great decision. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are ordering right now. Right now. That's why we are down to the final hundreds of our blue and our sage. Specifically, the blue, though, is most limited. If you love a good deal, I mean, I can't say this enough, because obviously on HSN we have great deals every day of the week. Everything's a good deal, everything's great, everything's wonderful. We put a lot of effort into that. But for anybody that's hungry for the best, we have to go ahead and say it. This is the best. It's the best deal of 2020 right now. There is nothing better that we have. We've planned this for a long time. $479 is industry leading. If you Google or search or shop, price shop and compare, I don't think you'll be able to come close to it. Not with all the bells and whistles, not with all the added benefits from 3 years of premium technical support valued at $300 to Microsoft Office included, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access included. When you add those on to the HSN Advantage, there's nobody that can beat this. Remember, you're looking at our lowest price ever. Forget that. The price in the red is really all you need to spend. It's $96 today. We do FlexPay, and FlexPay is the better way to shop this holiday season. $96 plus tax, we send it to you right now. What's the catch? There is none. Normal retailers don't do that. We do. That's how HSN became famous, and QVC. FlexPay, Easy Pay, it's the best way to pay. We take the price and we divide it up. It's not layaway, because layaway means, well, you keep paying, and once you pay it up, then you can take it home. No, we send this to you now. And not only are we making the holidays more affordable, at a time when we need it to be more affordable, but we're also giving you the best peace of mind ever. I'm always wondering, what if there's a better deal coming up? What if there's a better offer coming up? If you see anything, I know you won't see anything on HSN, but if you see anything anywhere else, you've got till the end of January of next year. If January 31st you say, I want to send it back, you send it back. Send it, it's okay. It's okay to change your mind. We want to make that accessible for everybody. You have till the end of January of 2021 to decide if you want to keep it. One thing we know for sure, though, is whether we're schooling from home or working from home, the days of making do are gone. We can't make do. We have to have a laptop that is powerful enough, that is speedy enough, that is up to speed with how we need it to work. We have to be able to work and play and entertain, create and enjoy in a way that we've never been able to do before. You know, it's only just begun here at Winter. There's so many things, and you know, I don't want to get too much into it, but you know, I spoke to my mom earlier today, who is devastated because in England, you know, they're going into a lockdown again for a month, and she's devastated. I mean, of course, we're all devastated. It's devastating. Please God, it doesn't happen here. But the reality is this thing is still out there, and we still need to make sure we've got the right things in our homes to be able to make the best of it. Aaron called me earlier specifically, and I said we'd touch on it because I think it's interesting. Aaron, you've experienced this more than anybody, and you've had more information certainly than I have, but the supply chain, not just in America, but worldwide, has been challenged this year more than ever before with regards to technology. People have been spending premiums to get the computers they want because there isn't enough supply to go around. So when we come up with a price like $479 for a laptop that's got all of these extras and benefits, that's why, no wonder it's selling like crazy, right?
Yeah. What I've had is the extraordinary opportunity to talk to our partners at HP and sort of learn a little bit more about the supply chain and why it's been so challenged. And of course, as the world has dealt with the pandemic, there was a time, and there are still various times for various parts, where factories have been shut down. And then the people who move the parts from factory A to factory B or onto the ship to cross the ocean or whatever, those people have been not working or have been locked down or what have you. So not just in electronics, and as we all know, paper products are what come to mind. Certainly earlier in the pandemic, there were so many things, you know, that you just couldn't get your hands on, and it has continued to be a problem. It is still a problem, certainly for electronics, because these things take a long time to build, as you can well imagine. The good news is, for today, for now, we have one for you. And we have a computer that if you're going to school from home, if you're working from home, if you're probably going to be doing the next many months or year or what have you, you deserve to have a great experience. And we know that that going down the line, at least from now to the end of the year, we won't be able to offer again because of difficult shipping, the situation that exists with shipping, the situation that exists with factories, et cetera. We won't be able to offer another 15-inch Today Special this year, and we won't be able to offer anything as big or bigger as a Today Special for the remainder of the year. For the remainder of the year, we will only have we'll have great computers, but they will be smaller. They will not all be touchscreen in our Today Special offerings, which of course are always our best values. So if you love the idea of having a screen that's a little bit bigger, of having the screen that's the #1 screen size in America that most people choose, this is it. You're looking at it right now. Plus it's touchscreen. Plus we include all these great extras, this 3 years of technical support, Office, Microsoft Office 365. In fact, we'll pop it up over here for you on the left-hand side of your screen. What comes with Microsoft Office 365? All 7 of the Microsoft Office programs for a full year. So Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, Microsoft OneNote, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Publisher. You get them all, not just for your computer. You get access for a computer, for a tablet, and for a phone for a full year. That plus, we've mentioned a few times, but I'll mention again, as I said, and as we've been talking about, the world is certainly not predictable right now. But what is predictable is whatever happens, whatever technology we have to overcome. If you'd asked me a year ago, Aaron, will you be broadcasting from your living room in November of 2020, I would have said, are you out of your mind? I've been in HSN, 15 years. I've never broadcast anywhere but Studio C, occasionally Studio A, B, or G, and that's it, ever. Well, that's not exactly been the case. And, even for me, honestly, and I really applaud our guests who don't sell technology every day, there are challenges. It can be really challenging. I can't tell you how many times I wish I could have called it a total tech line and said, hey, what's the best way to make sure my screen is bright enough, but not everything else in my picture is dark? How do I adjust my iris under certain conditions, et cetera, et cetera. So as new challenges, as new opportunities, as new questions come your way, know that you'll be protected. I think that's one of the most exciting things. After Adam gives you guys an update, I want to give you a little bit of a layout here because we're getting really short on time. After Adam gives you an update, we're going to show you a still with all the features and all the ports of the computer. And I'm going to spend 3 or 4 minutes kind of in depth going over from top to toe, all the features, all the ports, all the extras that come along. So if you're just joining us and you kind of want to know the full lowdown after Adam updates us on colors and all those sort of things, we'll spend a few minutes going through the full package.
Thank you, my friend, truly. I know there's only about 6 or 7 minutes, so I suppose I better stand up and kind of take you through basically the options, what we've got. This is the time to jump in if you want to get the best value of 2020. If you are on hold or waiting right now, I believe we've got minimal hold, if any. We've got amazing team members across this great country taking the calls as fast as possible. We are approaching at this moment in time over 1,500 orders in just the past moments alone. So we are extremely busy, well over 15,000 now accounted for. The majority of those orders have been in the Jasmine Blue and the Sage Green. So there's the Jasmine Blue, which is exclusive to HSN. There it is, Jasmine Blue, which looks wonderful, fabulous. There's that Sage, which is magnificent. Remember, the Sage has the terrazzo on the inside, which is also something really snazzy. I don't think anybody else is going to have a laptop with some special terrazzo on the inside of it. And of course, we have that beautiful Jasmine Blue. Then there's the silver, the gold, or the rose gold. I might not be talking about these 3 as much, but they are popular. The rose gold specifically is extremely popular. So if you do want that rose gold, I'm going to take it out. Hopefully I don't mess up the display, but let's see if I can. Yes, I can. Okay, there's that rose gold, so you can see it. I mean, it really looks really special.
Pretty.
Let me show you the inside, so you can see the inside, because this looks elevated as well. It's complemented with this beautiful, soft silver interior. I mean, it looks high-end. It feels high-end. The touch and feel of the individually tiled keys. It's an alphanumeric keypad. Beautiful big touchpad down there. Of course, Intel Pentium Gold inside. High-definition webcam built in. And and it is a touch screen. So don't forget, touch screen all the way. The other quick thing to remind you is that when you're ordering, you are going to get the additional box, which is, of course, Office 365, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneLook, all of them, Outlook, all come with OneNote as well included, and the 3 years tech support valued at $300. It's something that is so vital, so important. And I suppose what I was thinking, Aaron, when you were discussing things was, it's not just that it's inexpensive, right? It's not just that it's a low price, it's that it's a great value. Anybody can sell anything for a low price. But when it's a great value, that's when it's the winning combination. When you look at the specs, and you look at the price, and you look at the free ship, and the flex pay, and the return policy that carries you with security through the end of January of 2021, it's an overall great value. It was designed to be the biggest value of 2020 here at HSN in the world of electronics, and that's what it is. The one laptop offer that, as it says on my notes right here, is better than Black Friday. This is our better than Black Friday offer. Two quick things. I know, Aaron, you're gonna take us on a tour around the ports, and then I'd love for you to kind of do a very quick moment on Viper to remind everybody about our this day only, because they kind of go hand in hand.
Yes, sir. I'd love to. So, in fact, I'm going to our team to help me out. We've got a great still that really shows all the ports on the computer, and it shows everything about the computer. I want to talk through this. Yeah, so I'm just going to go kind of from left to right and touch base on everything for you guys. The operating system is Windows 10 Home, so Cortana is built in. You have your touchscreen built in. It's a pleasure. HP True Vision camera, so you have a great picture, whether you're doing Zoom or Skype or anything like that. 15.6-inch high-def touchscreen. We've said it a lot, but I want to make sure you hear it. It is our final Today Special of the year on a screen this large. All of the others will be smaller. Full-size keyboard. There's also a numeric keypad, which is super nice, super convenient. When you're doing a little bit of banking, or if you're going to school, certainly taking any accounting or math classes. Up to 12 hours of battery life. Oh, and something we haven't said, this has HP Fast Charge, which means you can charge 50% of the battery in only 45 minutes. So that means you get a 6-hour charge in only 45 minutes. The computer is super lightweight. You won't believe how lightweight it is when you pick it up. It weighs 4 pounds. So when we are on the move again, when we are on the go again, and gosh, won't we all be so excited to be, know that your computer is super duper portable, only 4 pounds, but has about a 12-hour battery life. Headphone and microphone combo jack. You don't need to use that. You can if you're plugging in an auxiliary, but know that microphone and speakers are built in, just like that high-def webcam is built in. There are a total of 3 USB ports that are all full-size USB 3.1 ports, an HDMI port for sending high-definition video and high-definition audio with just one cable, so that's nice if you ever want to plug into a television or for any other presentation purposes. RJ45, that's just an Ethernet port, so you can plug in there if you want to plug in your internet, if you want to be hardwired, or if you want to move everything from your old computer to your new computer. We have a great product called PC Mover on hsn.com. You can check that out on hsn.com. PC Mover helps you move your old files and programs, and you would, for example, use your Ethernet port to do that. Intel Pentium, Intel Pentium Gold processor, not the silver, which is a great processor, but this is gold. It's about 51% faster than the silver processor. The #1 processor ran in the world, 8 gigabytes of RAM. Gosh, we barely talked about that too. It means your computer will multitask more quickly and faster online. That's a big thing. Even if you have really great internet speed, if you don't have enough RAM, your computer won't move as quickly as it otherwise would. Wi-Fi is built in. Bluetooth is built in. 256 gigabytes solid state storage, so it's quieter, it's lighter, and it's faster. A full year of Microsoft 365, that's all your Microsoft Office programs, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, Publisher, all of those for a full year. This is, again, the final time this year we will do a Computer Today special with DVD writer, with an optical drive built in. Only about 20% of computers in the U.S. today new computers have optical drives. When I think of full-powered computer, I think I want to have an optical drive. Do I play a DVD or a CD every day? Certainly not. But at the times that I want to play those, I don't want to compromise. I want to be able to put one in. I want to be able to play all forms of media. SD card reader in here. I want to be able to play all forms of media. And this is the final Today Special of the year that will have an optical drive. Adam asked me to mention, so I will remind you guys of Viper Advanced Security. The most important thing you can buy for your computer is great security. You know, it's like insurance for your car. You simply have to have it. We recommend, no matter what antivirus you use, choose one, but the one we recommend is Viper. Why? Because it protects Macs and PCs. It protects 8 computers for 5 years. So you pop this into your computer, goes right into your USB port. You let it load. Once you let it load, you take it out. Everybody has to have to leave that in. No, you don't have to leave it in. Once it's loaded, you never have to put it back in. That just loads the software onto your computer. Your computer is now protected against viruses, spyware, malware, ransomware, you name it, it's protected. And now you can take this to 7 other computers. You have 7 more licenses on here. It'll protect 7 more computers for another 5 years. There's lots of colors to choose from. By the way, Viper just came out with a bunch of great new colors, so you can check all of those out on hsn.com or ask your customer representatives about the colors from which you choose.
Well, this is the moment, everybody. We're so grateful that you spent this time with us. I apologize, it was a much shorter presentation than we're used to, but again, that's just because we sold so many today since it launched at midnight. 15,500 nearly. So if you want to get in on this for yourself or somebody you love, please go for it. FlexPay really is the best way to do it. You don't need to pre-apply. You could call us right now or go online at hsn.com. Just choose Flex and you'll be able to get this home for $96 plus tax. Free shipping and handling, the return policy that carries you through to the end of January, and our biggest value of the year. It's lighter, it's faster, next generation with that solid state drive. The touch screen, I think, is going to be the ultimate game changer as well. Most of us don't have a laptop with a touch screen. It's such a more organic experience. And of course, if you're wondering how we've sold so many, our Better Than Black Friday offer was designed to be irresistible. $529 plus $70 for Office included, plus $300 for Total Tech Premium support, plus $60, plus $30, plus $40, plus $45, plus $25 equals $1,098 and change. Our price more than half off with 5 Flex. Aaron, final 60 seconds, my friend. It's everything that you would want, and quite frankly, it's everything that we need today. If ever there was a year to invest in a new computer, this is the year to do it.
If you're on the edge, I would just say to you, how much time do you spend a day with your computer? Are you on your computer 2 hours or 6 hours? A lot of us are on our computers for work 8 hours a day, and then we get on them for our social life and for our entertainment. If you don't have a computer that you love, if you have a computer that you wait for it to be ready for you, you shouldn't wait. That's not how all computers are. It's how your computer is. Today's a great day to upgrade.
Thank you, Mr. Berger. I'll see you real soon. Go have a nice drink and lay down. Thank you, Aaron. It's a busy day. It's a great day. Just a reminder, Aaron mentioned Viper. It is available for purchase as a this day only product, not just for this laptop, but any laptop or desktop or all-in-one or PC or Mac that you've got. It's going to protect